Gentlemen, I want to ask you something honestly, and I want you to answer it to yourself, not out loud. When was the last time you woke up feeling truly rested, not just okay, but genuinely refreshed, clear-headed, and ready for the day? And when was the last time your body responded the way it used to, with natural energy, confidence, and strong erections that didn't require effort or stress? If you're over 60 and you feel like sleep no longer restores you, energy drains faster than it should, or intimacy feels unpredictable, then please do not scroll away, because what I'm about to share could quietly change your nights and your days in a very real way. Most men believe this is just aging doing what aging does. They tell themselves, this is normal now, and they lower their expectations year after year. But what if I told you that for many men, this decline is not permanent, and it's not inevitable either? What if the real issue is something simple that your body is missing at night, something essential for recovery, hormone balance, blood flow, and deep sleep? And what if fixing it didn't require prescription drugs or risky treatments, but just the right support at the right time? Before we go deeper, take 1 second and support this channel. Tap the like button, subscribe to PeakMale Health, and let us know in the comments where you're watching from. This helps us reach more men who need honest, science-based guidance, not hype or fear. Now let me introduce myself properly. My name is Dr. Shruti. I'm a urologist and men's health specialist with over 8 years of clinical experience. For years, I've worked closely with men in their 50s, 60s, and 70s who came to me feeling frustrated, exhausted, and confused about what was happening to their bodies. Many of them were told, directly or indirectly, that this was just the price of getting older. And yet, once we focused on sleep quality, recovery, and specific deficiencies, I watched their energy, confidence, and intimacy come back in ways they didn't think were possible anymore. Here's the truth most men never hear. Nighttime is not just when you sleep. Nighttime is when your body repairs itself. This is when testosterone production peaks, when blood vessels relax and regenerate, when the prostate settles down, and when your nervous system shifts into recovery mode. If that nighttime process is broken, everything suffers. Sleep becomes lighter, morning erections fade, energy drops, mood changes, libido follows, and once that cycle starts, it can feel like a slow, downhill slide. One of the biggest hidden reasons this happens in men over 60 is a quiet deficiency that almost no one talks about, yet it affects nearly every system that matters for male vitality. I'm talking about magnesium. Magnesium is not exciting. It doesn't come in flashy bottles. You won't see dramatic ads for it during sports games, but biologically, it is one of the most powerful minerals for men's health, especially at night. Magnesium helps calm the nervous system, relax blood vessels, improve circulation, and support deep, restorative sleep. Without enough of it, your body stays stuck in a low-level stress state even while you're asleep. Many men tell me, "Doctor, I sleep for 7 or 8 hours, but I still wake up tired." That's not real recovery sleep. That's your body resting without repairing. Magnesium is one of the key switches that allows your brain and muscles to fully let go so healing can actually happen. When magnesium levels are low, men often notice subtle signs at first: difficulty staying asleep, waking up to urinate more often, tight muscles or restless legs at night, racing thoughts before bed. Over time, these turn into deeper fatigue, weaker erections, and reduced desire, not because you're broken, but because your system never fully resets. This is where many men make their first big mistake. They hear about magnesium, walk into a store, grab the cheapest bottle they see, usually magnesium oxide, and assume they've solved the problem. In reality, magnesium oxide is poorly absorbed. Most of it passes straight through the digestive system, and often causes bloating or diarrhea without delivering real benefits to the nervous system or blood vessels. For men over 60, the form of magnesium matters just as much as taking it at all. Magnesium glycinate is one of the most effective options. It is gentle on the stomach, highly absorbable, and deeply calming. It supports the parasympathetic nervous system, the part of your body responsible for rest, digestion, and recovery. This is the state your body must enter for strong erections, hormone balance, and deep sleep. Another excellent option is magnesium threonate. This form crosses into the brain more effectively and helps quiet mental noise, nighttime anxiety, and overactive thoughts that keep many men from reaching deep sleep. When sleep improves, everything else begins to follow. Timing is just as important as form. Magnesium is not meant to be taken in the morning for men struggling with energy and sleep. Taken too early, it can make you feel sluggish. Taken correctly, about 30 to 60 minutes before bed, it sends a clear signal to your body quickly that it's safe to power down. That's when recovery truly begins. I often recommend taking magnesium with warm water or herbal tea, dimming the lights, and stepping away from screens. These small cues work together to tell your nervous system it's time to rest. Over several nights, your body relearns how to sleep deeply again. Now, I want to set expectations clearly. Magnesium is not a stimulant. It doesn't work overnight like caffeine or medication. It works cumulatively. Most men notice falling asleep faster within a few days. By the end of the first week, they wake up with more mental clarity and fewer nighttime bathroom trips. Over the next couple of weeks, morning erections often return, energy stabilizes, and mood improves naturally. This is not about chasing youth. It's about restoring what your body is still capable of doing when it has the right support. In the next part, I'm going to explain how to dose magnesium safely, how to stack it with other nutrients for even better results, and why many men regain confidence and intimacy once their sleep finally starts working for them again. Stay with me, because this is where everything connects. As a urologist, one of the most common questions I get after men start sleeping better is, "Doctor, how much should I take, and how do I know I'm doing it right?" This is important because more is not better. Magnesium works best when you start low and let your body respond naturally. For most men over 60, a starting dose of around 200 milligrams of magnesium glycinate taken 30 to 60 minutes before bed is enough. Some men may gradually move up to 300 or 400 milligrams, but only if their digestion tolerates it well and sleep continues to improve. The goal is calm, not grogginess. If magnesium threonate is used, the dose is usually lower because it works directly on the brain. Many men do well with about 1 gram in the evening, taken consistently. What matters more than the exact number is regularity. Magnesium builds its effect night after night, not all at once. Now, here's something interesting I've seen repeatedly in my practice. When magnesium is combined with zinc and vitamin B6, the results often feel stronger and more complete. This combination is sometimes called ZMA. Zinc supports testosterone production and prostate health. Vitamin B6 helps magnesium enter the cells where it actually works. Together, they support deeper sleep, muscle recovery, and libido without forcing the body into anything artificial. This is especially helpful for men who wake up feeling sore, stiff, or mentally drained. When sleep improves, the body begins to recover the way it was designed to. Energy no longer feels borrowed. Erections feel more spontaneous. Confidence returns quietly, without pressure. I want to share something personal that many men have said to me, and I know some of you listening will relate. They say, "Doctor, I forgot what it felt like to wake up without dread." That feeling of dragging yourself out of bed, already tired, already behind, already frustrated. When sleep becomes deep and restorative again, mornings change. And when mornings change, everything else follows. I've worked with men in their late 60s and even 70s who believed intimacy was behind them forever, not because they didn't care, but because their bodies felt uncooperative and unreliable. Once their sleep stabilized, once their nervous system finally relaxed at night, blood flow improved, hormones balanced, and desire returned naturally. Not forced, not rushed, just present again. This is why I always remind men that fatigue, poor sleep, and weak erections are not random. They are signals. Your body is asking for support, not surrender. And age does not cancel your ability to respond to that support. At PeakMale Health, our goal is not to sell fantasies. It's to help men understand how their bodies actually work, especially as they age. When you support the foundation, sleep, recovery, nervous system balance, everything built on top of it becomes stronger. There's one more simple habit that enhances magnesium's effect even further, and that's gentle movement before bed. Light stretching, slow breathing, or even a short walk after dinner tells your muscles and nerves that the day is winding down. When physical tension releases, magnesium can do its job more efficiently. This combination often leads to deeper sleep and fewer nighttime awakenings. I want to pause here and speak directly to any man listening who feels discouraged. If you're thinking, "I've waited too long," or "My body is past the point of responding," please hear this clearly. I've seen men regain energy, intimacy, and self-respect simply by restoring what their bodies were missing. This is not about reversing time. It's about reclaiming quality of life. You still deserve to feel strong in your body. You still deserve restful sleep. You still deserve connection, confidence, and vitality. And it often starts with what you do at night, not with drastic interventions or fear-based decisions. If this message resonates with you, take a moment to support this channel. Like the video, subscribe to PeakMale Health, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. You'd be surprised how many men suffer silently, believing they're alone in this. I'd also love love to hear from you in the comments. Tell me your age and what has changed the most for you over the past few years. Sleep, energy, or intimacy? Your experience helps others feel seen and understood, and it helps us build a stronger community. I'm Dr. Shruti, and I'll see you in the next video.